Storm Track 12 meteorologist Lestel with you here on our Wednesday morning. Looks like today is going to be the best from now until the weekend, the best beach day for us here in eastern Carolina. And in fact, the best chance of seeing some sunshine, although still we're going to be tracking some scattered showers and storms that will develop along the sea breeze front and kind of press inland. Next couple of afternoons, showers and storms are going to be scattered about. The potential is there for some brief heavy downpours associated with these storms, but I think that's probably about the only aspect of the severe weather that we're going to be facing. Now, the problem is going to be with these storms, though, there's not a whole lot of push in the winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere, so when they form, they're going to pick one spot and just kind of rain out over it. We saw yesterday in portions of Duplin County over 1.5 inches of rainfall and almost 1 inch in Jacksonville, just depending on where that action developed along the sea breeze front. I am going to be tracking a couple fronts coming through the area here. That'll be having an impact on our forecast on Thursday and Friday, giving us rounds of storms, especially the afternoon and evening hours, and that potentially could have an impact on Friday night football games, depending on when that secondary front comes through, if it's after midnight or if it's before. That'll also have a little bit of an impact on our weekend, but it does look like a great weekend is going to be in store for us weather-wise. Low humidity levels, plenty of sunshine, especially as we get into Sunday, going into next week. Things look absolutely fantastic, just in time for the kids to head back to school. So here's how things are going to be shaping up for our Wednesday. My Storm Track 12 forecast for you does show scattered storms around Onslow, Craven, Carteret, Pamlico, Jones County by early afternoon, just like we saw yesterday. Hot and humid. We're back at the seasonal levels, mid to upper 80s before those storms get going here. Overnight tonight going to be very similar to what we saw this morning. Partly cloudy skies. We'll look for low clouds and some fog to start forming, especially inland spots under warm, humid conditions into the low 70s. And then some sunshine tomorrow morning, but clouds definitely thickening up by the afternoon. Showers and storms will be scattered about. Again, any of them could have some brief heavy downpours with them. But the kind of southwesterly winds out ahead of this front, we're going to be looking at temperatures, some spots up near that 90-degree mark for the daytime tomorrow. Finally, yesterday we topped out into the mid-80s, and it has just been kind of a roller coaster as temperatures as we've gone through this week, and a lot of it has to do with the cloud cover and the showers and storms that have been around. Notice last Sunday we were up near 90 degrees. Monday we were just barely short of 80 degrees, and yesterday back into the mid-80s. Again, this plot's coming out of New Bern. But we are going to be looking at this weather pattern starting to break down. Now, that upper level ridge off the southeast coast, that's flexed westbound and it's over us here in eastern Carolina as we speak today. That's the reason why we've got a lot of the sunshine around. But you notice two fronts, one kind of there through Minneapolis, south of Pierre, and then the second one coming through central Canada. That's what we're going to be tracking headed our way as we progress on in through the second half of this week. So it's got a lot of distance to travel. But again, it's going to come through in two shots here. Still, though, that moisture from the tropics left over from this past weekend still affecting portions of western Virginia and western North Carolina. But this is what the jet stream pattern looks like. High pressure sitting off the southeast coast, another one sitting out here across the central plains. Here's this little trough that's in the middle. Now, this is going to work its way out of here. However, as it comes eastbound, it is going to be bringing that first cold front with it. So you'll see the upper level support kind of lifting out with that system. Notice how the upper level ridge kind of hooks with it, not only here off the southeast coast, but extends all the way back into the central plains. So we've got ridging all across the deep south here. Positive side, that locks off anything from coming up out of the Caribbean to give us more showers and storms in here. But we are going to be looking at our wind flow changing at the upper levels of the atmosphere with a little bit more troughiness coming our way, especially for Friday and Saturday. That's going to drive that secondary cold front through the area here sometime late Friday going into Saturday. And then you'll notice the upper level ridge kind of holds out here across the central plains, the Bermuda High progressing back out into the Atlantic Ocean. And what we'll be watching for is more of a northwesterly downsloping flow. Dry, cool air coming from Canada, big upper-level high pressure sitting off to the west there, so that means a low-level high pressure sitting across the Ohio Valley. However, little disturbances riding through at the jet stream level from time to time could give us some showers and storms scattered about in here, or maybe not storms, maybe a little bit more cloud cover, I guess is what we should say. Here's how things break down with future track as we go on through the day today. Showers and storms developing Onslow, Craven, Carteret, Pamlico County along the sea breeze front this afternoon as it presses inland. We'll watch those winds go more southeasterly, and that'll let us know just how far inland that sea breeze front penetrates. Look for partly cloudy skies overnight tonight with some low clouds and fog to start off tomorrow morning. Then as we go in through the day, by noontime, showers and storms developing Onslow, Craven, Carteret, Pamlico counties. But the bigger front still remains off to the north and west across western Virginia. Out ahead of it, a little lee side trough will develop, and that'll give us scattered showers and storms that will march the way towards the coast as we go on through the afternoon and evening hours tomorrow. And then the main front itself comes our way as we go in through Friday. So I think we'll see some sunshine to begin with, but then notice the clouds kind of developing with those storms marching through. Unfortunately, Friday night, right in time for a high school football game, so that's something we'll continue to alert you to, and then we do clear things out for the weekend. Tropics remain quiet, nothing that we're tracking in the Caribbean. A couple clusters of thunderstorms coming off of the African continent, but nothing that looks like it's going to try to get its act together anytime soon. Got a feeling, though, next week going into the following week, tropics are definitely going to become more active. So here's how things break down with our Storm Track 12 planning forecast for you going through the next several days. Scattered storms along the sea breeze front today, more widespread and further inland for tomorrow. Beaches, we're fine today. The action is going to be just inland late morning, early afternoon hours, and then continue to move further inland. We'll be looking at scattered storms in here with that second round Friday afternoon. Less humid conditions, dry, refreshing Canadian air coming into the weather pattern here as we go into the weekend. Overnight lows drop down. We're not going to be dealing with any patchy fog. And also, lots of sunshine coming our way for the second half of the weekend going into next week. Have yourself a good Wednesday. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.